Joining me this morning is Desai, who's the CEO of Ventures. Now, it's a unique venture capital fund because it isn't just a big fund where a lot of money comes in. You're using crowdfunding technology a little bit, so tell me about that.
NIN.VC is a crowd-funded technology venture capital fund. We're based here out of downtown Chicago. We also have an office in the Silicon Valley. The way we're different from other venture capital is our LP base. A typical LP base in a venture capital fund would be institutions, pension funds, endowment funds. We have actually opened ourselves up to accredited investors who can invest in our fund with a minimum amount of $100,000 using multiple different options like 401k, defined benefit plan, digital currency, or just their regular checking or
even
savings.
Bitcoin?
Yes, even Bitcoin.
So with that idea, something unique and new, tell me a little bit about some of the funds, or I should say some of the organizations that you're investing in.
So we at NIN.VC invest in Series A and B rounds of disruptive technology companies, and we write checks from anywhere from 1 to 5 million. A disruptive technology is an innovation that changes the way an existing industry functions. So one of the deals we're currently involved in is in the 3D printing space. So if you currently go to your doctor with a damaged liver, your doctor will put you on an organ recipient list. That recipient list runs about 123,000 people. And it increases at an average of 12% annually. On the other hand, organ donor list increases at 1 to 2%. About 21 people die every day because they can't find the right organs. What if 3D printing can help some of those lives?
So you're saying actually tissue printing using 3D printing technologies?
Yes, that would be correct.
Absolutely.
And 3D printing
amazing.
is also applicable in multiple different industries, for example, manufacturing, aerospace and defense.
Yeah, of course, we've seen that in like printing, turbines for jet engines and such. But printed organs, essentially amazing. Tell me about some of the other interesting and disruptive technologies that you're involved in, things that are on the literally the cutting edge.
For 2016, we're focused on virtual reality, education software, financial technology. I believe at some point every industry is up for disruption. I believe your industry, the media industry, is up for disruption. I can't remember the last time I turned my television on. I'm always on my phone or my iPad or my computer. And not just me, the data supports that as well. According to Nielsen research, traditional television viewing has gone down constantly for the last 5 years. An average American spends almost 3 hours every day looking at their personal devices, which is the first time the time spent on personal screens have surpassed the time spent on television.
Well, we hope, of course, we're not losing our audience, but we, of course, are on YouTube, so I guess we're feeding right into that.
I'm all for it.
So what other areas? I mean, you're in disruptive technology. I mean, what's the future for NIN Ventures?
In the future, we would like to open ourselves up to everyone. I believe venture capital as an asset class has been, secretly guarded and has only been available to the top 1% and the super wealthy. I believe everybody should have access to venture capital, and I hope, the SEC and the government will somehow keep that in consideration and make it available to everybody and not just accredited investors. So anybody can invest in the fund with any amount.
And they're certainly lowering the bar for individual investors all the time, and the crowdfunding technology is definitely a disruptive model to be following. So NIN, thanks very much for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you for having me.